Hey guys, for my first video in my homage to Dave Ramsey, I want to talk about the time that Dave Ramsey sent me back from baby step 6 to baby step 2. And this is kind of a funny story. We found an investment property in Missouri. It's the duplex that we own today. And we purchased that via a mortgage. We put 20% down and got I think a 5-year ARM so that we could take advantage of lower interest rates because we had every intention of paying it off with gazelle intensity. We had every intention, but that's not what we ended up doing. And that's what led to us getting a hold of Ramsey's solution. We were able to take the money out of our home in Colorado that was already paid off and purchase a home outright in Missouri and then still have a pretty big lump of money left over. That lump of money was supposed to go back to paying off the duplex mortgage straight away so that, again, we would be fully debt-free. Well, this duplex was a shambles, a shambles. We got here and you opened up the door and immediately you could smell mold. Major life lesson, tuition, hard knocks of life, whatever you want to call it, we learned is never, ever, ever buy a property sight unseen. Make the effort to go see it. Had we gone and seen this property, even though we did have a real estate agent look at it for us and do FaceTime or Skype the session with us so we could do the walkthrough with him, even though we scoured the images online, even though we had a property inspector come out, nothing outright said that there was mold in the property, but I promise you if we'd have walked through that property, we would have smelt it right away, and we probably would have walked from the property. Because we didn't do that, we found out about it when we arrived, and we ended up having to rip walls down to get to the mold, to properly sanitize the area so that we could feel comfortable renting it out in the future. So we ended up having to pay about $20,000 to repair the property, when we really thought we would only have to pay like $5,000 to give it a cosmetic facelift, and then we would move into our primary residence that we were going to find, and then we would just quickly rent out the investment property. Well, because we put so much money in repairing the mold, it turned out that we didn't have enough money in that big pile of cash to just wipe out the mortgage. So then we started thinking, if we put all the money on there and we still had to carry a mortgage, maybe it's better we just hang on to the money and instead look for another property that we could buy outright, and then we would own that property outright, still carry the mortgage on this one, and then still own our home outright. Well, we couldn't find another property that we could just buy outright. I mean, the things that we could buy for the amount of money we had needed so much capital expenditure. We would have been cash flowing repairs to that for so long. It just seemed like it wasn't such a wise decision. So then we had a great idea. We thought, oh, you know what we'll do? We'll buy a tax auction. So these properties that the owners are unable to pay the taxes on go to auction by the county assessor. We thought, we'll nab one of those. We'll get it pretty cheap, and then we will stick to the plan. We'll rent that one out, and then the rental income from the duplex, along with the rental income from this new property, will pay back the duplex mortgage super duper quick, and we'll throw extra money at it. Well, it turns out when you purchase a property from the tax assessor, you can't take acquisition of it straight away. You have to wait a year. You have to send all these notices. You need to make sure that the people who currently own the property or have a stake in the property are afforded an opportunity to pay back the taxes and make themselves correct or right again, bring themselves to right standing, and then you get paid back what you essentially paid to the tax assessor, and a year later you might not be any closer to owning a second property. With all of this in mind, we had this like back and forth between my husband. Well, should we stay in baby step 6 and keep doing this monthly payment on the mortgage, or should we just go balls to the wall, wipe it out, and be done with it? I was voting for baby step 2 approach. My husband was voting for baby step 6 approach. And in the end, we had to get a hold of Dave Ramsey for a tiebreaker. So we were never able to call in and actually get our call picked up during the radio show. So we didn't end up going on the air, but we did email them and we did receive a response that said, I was right, I was vindicated. Because it's an investment property, it should be considered baby step 2 and not baby step 6, which is how we had been handling it. So we moved ourselves back into baby step 2. We took as much money as we had in savings, threw it at the mortgage, and then paid extra mortgage payments and kind of did the whole living very frugal until it was paid off again. And that is why today we own a duplex or investment property completely outright, along with our primary residence, because we brought that gazelle intensity. So Dave Ramsey has again given feedback to me and to my husband in a way where we changed our behavior, and I think we're better for it in the long run. There you have it, guys. That's how Dave Ramsey sent me from baby step 6 back to baby step 2. I hope that was interesting to you. Be sure to subscribe if you are new to my channel. And if you're returning, thank you so much. Please like and comment so I know if this is the content you're interested in. Thanks and have a great day. Bye, guys.